Assalamu alaikum. Things we've done so far. First, we have installed Anaconda distribution. Step 2, we have downloaded and installed not included Python packages using pip and CLI command line. Third step, we have installed XLWins add-in on Excel. Our project folder must have two files, the script file project name.py and the other file is an Excel spreadsheet file project name.xlsb. Both files should have the same name. You are free to use any version you like, XLSM, XLSB or XLSX. It depends on what or how you would like to use it. So in my case, I'm going to stick with the binary version XLSB. Well, I think it would be better if I show you more about what I can do with this script, so you guys would have a clear view of the capability of this approach. In this video, we'll be learning about some of Python basics. We won't get deep in details. First examples here are math operations. By the way, I got rid of my VBA run button. It doesn't matter which way you use, but I found this way more cleaner. The only changes I made are that I renamed my script main function as main. Now the only VBA macro that I have in this workbook is the clear macro to be able to clear the output area. Now let's add these two numbers and run this line using the run main button from XLWins tab and see what it gives us. Now let's subtract these numbers. The same number in a division example. Now if we run this line, we should see an error because we have a zero division error. Every time Python faces a problem of some kind, it throws you an error. Here we have a floor division. It returns the fraction part, in this case 2. The percentage symbol in Python is called modulo operator. It returns the reminder of dividing the left-hand operand by right-hand operand. Let's run it and see what it gives us. In these examples, I'm combining operators. Like in elementary algebra, parentheses are used to specify the order of operations. Here are examples of some math functions in Python. Let's take few examples. In this example, we are using variables, a basic concept, just like any other programming language, is a reserved memory location to store values, so we can use it later on. Let's set four variables x, y, z, and w. X, y, z are numbers, and w is an instruction of combined math operations. If we run it, we should get back the result as an output. Let's do it. Before we move to next, let's understand few things. This example is a bit different than the previous one because x equals letter and y equals a number multiplied by x. Let's see what what it gives us: a combination of letter A that we call string in Python. In this example, we are using an easy way to set multiple variables in the same line. The order of the variables is very important. Let's run it line by line. Another and very important concept in a programming language, which is data type in Python. Here, in this example, x is a float number, a floating point number. And here, x is an integer. Integers are positive or negative whole numbers with no decimal point. Once again, a float number. The variable in this example called a tuple. Tuples are used to store multiple items in a single variable inside parentheses, separated by commas, just like lists, sets, and dictionaries that we're going to see in a minute. What makes a tuple unique in Python is that we cannot change it. As we mentioned in the previous example, the current example is a list. Lists are used to store multiple items in a single variable inside square brackets, separated by commas. Next, data type called a dictionary. Dictionaries are used to store data values in key value pairs. A dictionary is a collection which is unordered, changeable, and does not allow duplicates. Another collection called set. A set is an unordered collection data type that is iterable, mutable, and has no duplicate elements. In this example, we have a string variable. In Python, a string is a sequence of Unicode characters. Also, we can use either single quotes or double quotes as delimiter. Now let's try to use only one variable and give it two values as shown in this example. Let's see what gives us if we run it. Here some built-in functions in Python. Its usage is very helpful and save time, like these ones: bin, hex, and octal functions. Let's say that we want the binary value of a decimal number 234. And here we want the hexadecimal value of the same decimal number 234. Here we wanted the octal value, once again, of the same decimal number 234. If we want the other way around, for example, binary value to decimal, OB 10113010. And here let's get the decimal value of this hexadecimal value. Also here I want to return the decimal value of this 542 octal value. Next is another concept, a Boolean expression or logical expression. Python provides the Boolean type that can be either set to false or true. I have few examples here. Let's run the first one. Boolean are like asking if an instruction is true or false. The first example is just like asking, does 200 greater than or equal to 300? Does 10 less than 39? Equals operator compares the value or equality of two objects. In this example, does true equals false? Exclamation mark equal is defined as not equal to operator. It returns true if operands and on other side are not equal to each other, and returns false if they are equal. Let's run the next example and see what it gives us. Here we are checking for the existence of a capital US letters in the string text shown as a sentence. Python is a sensitive case programming language. Now I go ahead and run it. Let's see what happens when I change capital US to lower US. As you can see, we can use both double quotes or single quotes to represent a string value. Message 1 and message 2 variables should work fine. However, message 3 should throw us an error. Well, message 1 okay. Now message 2 okay. Now message 3. Oops, there is something wrong. It's because Python sees the second apostrophe as the end of the string variable, but it doesn't know what to do with the third apostrophe. So to fix this, there are a couple ways to do that. We can combine double and single quotes, just like a message, for example. Or we can add a backslash before the second apostrophe, so Python would see it as a string, as I show you in message 5 example. In this example is a string concatenation. What I want to do here is to add present variable to our text string below. Next example won't work because we should assign the variable before its usage. Another example using plus sign. Now we are going to see how we can manipulate strings in Python. The learn function returns the number of items in an object. When the object is a string, the learn function returns the number of characters in that string. Let's run it and see what it returns. Find function is like search function in Excel. In this example, we want to find the first letter E in the text string. Text brackets and the number 0. The syntax means that I want the value of the first index in a list of text string. As I mentioned earlier, Python starts with 0 index, not 1 like Excel. The hash symbol is to make a comment in Python. Basically, Python doesn't see after the hash sign. Okay, as you may notice, the syntax in this example means that I want all values from the second index to 90th index. In this line, it returns from the second value to third value. As we can see, the last index is excluded. This syntax means that I want the first value and the second value. From the beauty of Python programming language is that it supports negative indexing of arrays. Something which is not available in arrays in most other programming languages. In this example, I want as a return from second value to the last value, which is -1 index, not included. Here I want the last value. Here is the back indexed index2list. It should return as a result from the 7th value backward to the last value not included. This syntax means that I want from the 6th value backwards to the last value included. We have here two variables, name and age. Name is a string variable and age is an integer. We want to replace the placeholders that are represented by a %sign in the string below. All these three examples return the same result. It's up to everyone's choice to use the kind of format he likes or she likes. We have here a list of string values and we want to join them all together using comma as a separator. As I mentioned earlier, lists are used to store multiple items in one variable. In this example, car is a list of values, fast, Porsche, and blue. If we want to know the length of this list, car list, we use the len function and we pass in the name of the list. Now we are setting three variables, speed, model and color, equals to car variable. What this means is speed equal fast, model equal Porsche and color equal blue. As you might notice, we respected the order of the assignment. If we run it now, it won't return anything because we still didn't ask for a return value. Just like what we saw earlier on how to manipulate strings, the approach is the same. Let's first run it and see what gives us as a return. Here we want the third element or value in car2 list. As return values, we should get the first and the second values in car2 list. Now we want as return values from the second to the second last values in car to list. If we run car2 between brackets -1, we'll get the last value in the list. Here is a very special iteration. If we pass in -1 as a step, we should get a result as a backward list. Let's run it and see if it really does. In this example, we are using another concept in Python, list comprehension. List comprehension is an elegant way to define and create lists based on existing lists. We have category list and we want to do an iteration and get back as a result list of tuples. Let's run it first and I will show you what I mean. As I mentioned earlier, a dictionary consists of a collection of key value pairs. Items and keys return the keys of data dictionary. Data between brackets color string returns as a value the list of values of the key colors in data dictionary. Just like the previous example. In this example, we want the values of the second key in the data dictionary. In this example, we know already that the values of the color key is a list of elements. With this syntax, we want as a return the first element in the list values. Here we want the fourth value from the list values of the key object in data dictionary. Here we want the last value from or the last element from the list values of object key in data dictionary. Here we want lemon and tomato values from the list values of object key in data dictionary. As last example in today's video, we want from the second to the last element in the list of values of the key object in data dictionary. That's it for today's video. My next video will be about the main script behind all this with an explanation, and of course we will be continuing our learning of Python. Assalamu alaikum.